Tell 'em Tribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tell 'em Tribe Tarot, coming to you with another love reading. I hope your day is amazing. And we're going to get right into it. Drop a comment to say hello to a goddess and do all of the things that you know you're supposed to do on YouTube. Let's keep it cute. So take what resonates and leave behind what does not, Gemini, and let's get right to it. I'm going to get some messages from the person that you are wanting to hear from. For some of you, you want to communicate with somebody, but you know that if you take the steps to communicate with them, things may not be different. For some of you, you may be in no contact. Others of you, you may have been ghosted, and you still want this person to contact you even though you have been ghosted, or you may have ghosted someone and you're just like, maybe I should reach back out before somebody snatches them up. But you just like, man, like, why couldn't things just be how it used to? You know what I'm saying? Like, when we started, everything was good, and now we're here. Like, no one ever really starts a relationship and thinks, okay, in a month or two, or in a year or two, or 3 or 5, you're going to be on separate sides of the world or separate sides of a perspective. So would you look at that? All right, Gemini, we got to go with the flow. Jeez. All right, so when might you hear from this person? Actually, it needed some of that wax on it so that it wouldn't be so slippery. So I'm actually grateful that that happened. See, I love these new cards though. All right, so let's see. When might you hear from this person? January. So we're talking about January of next year. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have summertime. So I'll take first and bottom. So I want to say summertime to January. So it's very possible that this person may reach out to you sometime in between that time. And I don't want you to hold on to this idea because it's not healthy, Gemini. I feel like if you sit around and wait on someone to live your life, you're not living, and it's not healthy for you. But this is just information to let you know that they may be reaching out to you between this time frame if you are reluctant to reach out to them. So let's see what's going on, Gemini. All right, Spirit, what's going on with Gemini? So the 5 of Cups is your energy right now. It's like you feel like your life is bored right now. Like you don't have the same kind of excitement with this person being here. Y'all used to do every single thing together. And like, that's what you think about in the past. It's just like, this person used to pay for everything. This person used to make sure that you was good. This person was always around when you needed them. And y'all just aren't together. But why? I don't see anything too crazy here. I don't see anything too crazy here. Let's get this synopsis on up. Okay, so Gemini, currently you just feel like you don't want to, I think you're going through an emotional whirlwind within yourself of what you want. Like you can't see anything aside from this person. And I think that's why you're feeling these blockages. I feel like you want something to happen on your time, and you are obsessively trying to figure out when it will happen on your time, and it's not happening as quick enough. And that's why you're watching this tarot video. But you cannot control people and you cannot control time. But what you can do is control how you react to what you're feeling. Now, I want you to understand that what you're feeling is completely normal when you're separated from someone that you're used to being around every single day, or at least someone that you always are around when you celebrate important things in your life. Someone that you are around when you aren't even doing anything, when you're bored, when you sit in silence. This is your person. So it's normal for you to feel the way that you feel. So let's see what this person may want to say to you. Let's see what this person may want to say. I hid who I really am from you, which is probably why you pulled back, Gemini. You and I were too young, and I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. So Gemini, you may have met this person. Some of you may have met this person when you were younger, and you know, y'all been shacking up with each other for a long time. Or some of you may have dealt with someone who hid their true feelings or their life. They may have been living a double life with other people, third-party situations that they put you in the middle of, and you found out whichever way you found out. But at the end of the day, regardless of to what your situation is, I feel like they see you as a spiritual person. They see you as someone who is in tune with themselves and with spirit and with healthy influences on their spiritual journey. But this is not a negative reading. I don't think this person has any negative feelings towards you, despite the things that may have happened in the past or things that they may have kept from you. I feel like right now you still feel like they kept something from you, and because they didn't trust you enough to include you in that conversation, that you are in separation. I feel like the challenge is that you met someone finally that you felt was on your energetic level with the Five of Wands, and you took the time to let them know, show them how you want to be loved, and show them the life that you want to live in, and be inspired by things, and show them how to constantly be inspired. Like, you showed them a different kind of spirituality. You showed them what life would look like if they would just trust themselves. But it was like, it always came off as you picking on the way that they did things, as opposed to showing them in love, and they didn't understand that. This person may have felt like, people are always trying to change them, but I feel like you knew better. You always do, but sometimes you just make the not so great decisions based on how you're feeling in the moment, and that can cause unnecessary conflict. But subconsciously, Gemini, you knew that this time was coming when you needed space from this person so that you could relieve yourself of the unnecessary stress. But this person really took care of a lot of stuff for you. So some of you may be experiencing financial setbacks. This person gave you a feeling that you've never felt before, and that's why you're having such a hard time with letting them go, or at least being in separation. I don't feel like this connection is completely over, though. I feel like this person just needed time to see what they wanted out of life, and if they wanted you to be a part of it. And you had to push this person into that mindset, because sometimes people have to see what life is like without the person that they claim to love, but they're not treating them fairly. They may have taken care of you in a sense where they made you feel something that you've never felt before, but the effort that they were putting in wasn't as deep as the effort that you were putting in. So you had to really figure out if this was the connection for you, because you might have been selling yourself short by settling for someone who couldn't give you what you needed completely in every aspect of a relationship. Now, Gemini, you know that every relationship is not going to be perfect. So this is also your time to think and realize if you were being too hard on this person, if you gave them enough time, because I see that your environment is currently the moon. And I feel like you're operating on an energy of the unknown. It's like you're betting on things that you're not working hard enough on. So you're betting on a person to come back, but you're not working on yourself hard enough to fulfill your life in a way where if they don't come back, it won't devastate you. So there's things that you have to address to see why you're depending so much on this person's energy to uplift what you're feeling right now. I feel like what you want is to be able to balance your emotions and your investments and your love life all at the same time with the Two of Pentacles. You want to be able to just level out everything that you're going through and handle your responsibilities, and you don't want the situation to consume you anymore, but it low-key is. In the near future, I do see you starting over. I do see you starting over with a new perspective. Your guides are just warning you not to jump into a new situation just to say that you are in one. Your guides are warning you that it's okay to mourn the loss of someone, or it's okay to miss someone, because this may not necessarily be a loss. This is just something that needed to happen for you to reinvent yourself and to find the pieces of yourself that you may have lost while being in this connection. But this connection did inspire you quite a bit to be more gentle, because I feel like some of you were a little hood, or some of you were a little rough around the edges, and this person inspired you. That's why I said this person, they inspired parts of you to be different. You inspired each other spiritually, but there was just things that they were keeping from you, and that's why you felt like you could not continue in this connection. I feel like your hope is that that they would be more direct with you and give it to you raw with the Queen of Swords energy. I feel like you want them to stand on their truth, speak their truth and stand on it. And then the possible outcome is the 10 of Cups, when this person may reach back out, or you may even reach back out to this person during the summertime, because there's a trip that you may be taking, Gemini. And there's a trip that you may be taking with the Magician, is just saying that everything that you've experienced is preparing you for a conversation that you may have during this time. And it's just saying to use your brain. It's just saying for you to use your knowledge of what's happening and use what's happening in the situation. Nothing outside of that, no outside influences, to have that conversation to see if this person is your 10 of Cups. And if you can have that Ace of Cups energy again and start over with an opportunity to grow from what you've experienced. But in the meantime, you should not be holding on to an idea that they may come back, because you have to realize that this was an experience, and no experience is guaranteed to last forever. You have to give yourself the opportunity to continue living, because life doesn't stop just because someone that you love is no longer in it. They're living their life. They're not stopping. They have moments where they think about you, and they think about what you've been through, and they think about the lessons that they've learned. But this person still has some things that they have to clear up, whether they were living a double life, or they hid the fact that they may have had some addictions, or they hid the fact that they had some things that they needed to handle, and you couldn't be around for it. Like, they wanted to make sure that their ducks were in a row before they tried to marry you or anything. They want to come to you with an open heart as well, with this Queen of Swords energy. They want to be able to open up to you in a way that you can understand, because remember, you started off as a coarse individual and became softer over time, but then they kind of blindsided you with information that you found out about that you couldn't really stick around for. So they're hoping that they could come back to you, or you're hoping that they could come back to you with this energy of being blatantly honest, so that you can make a decision the right way, as opposed to pulling back because they're not saying enough. So that you both can be on the same page, Gemini. I do feel like someone new is going to come into your life, a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy, fire sign. And mostly a Leo, a big Leo energy. And they're going to straight up ask you out. They're straight up going to ask you out. Can I take you out to breakfast? It's going to be some wild shit, because it's not dinner. They're going to be like, can I take you out to breakfast? Or let's link up at the brunch situation. I feel like you're going to get a new energy. And by the time you get this contact from this person in summer to January, it's like you're going to have a decision to make. And you're going to have to decide if you're going to hold back from moving forward with the new energy, or if you're going to address what happened, what you weren't talking about, or what they weren't talking about in the previous relationship. But I feel like this conversation is either going to be about closure or starting a new beginning. But either way, Gemini, as long as you're dealing with your shit, your emotional shit, as long as you are handling your business in that department, and you're going through the motions, and you're speaking your truth to yourself, whether you move forward with this new person, or you reconcile with the old person, your guides are with you either way. All right. So Gemini, that's all that I have for you today. If you'd like to book a personal reading, go to www.tellhemtribetarot.com. The link is in the description. Subscribe to my channel and we'll talk soon. Love and light, tribe.